you earlier, where details have emerged this morning. The President Uhuru Kenyatta's party, that is the Jubilee Party, is considering impeaching Governor Mike Sonko. It seems the governor has fallen out with the party's, top brass there. And we did ask you in a Twitter poll if Jubilee is justified in, planning to impeach Governor Sonko. And at this moment, our reporter Timothy Otieno is still out there trying to get some of the views from Nairobians. So let's listen in if Timothy is ready there. Timothy, good morning. And what are Nairobians saying about, the ongoing Sonko siege?
So the recent nomination of Dr. Miguna to be the Deputy Governor of Nairobi County has elicited widespread reactions along the streets of Nairobi, with different residents in this particular county giving their opinion as to whether a Miguna-Mike Sonko pairing can actually work or hurt the county.
Our governor angepata kwanza ushauriano, lakini uamuzi wake ameamua mwenyewe akuwe na Miguna, but in hali Miguna mwenyewe hajakubaliana na yeye. So ni kuomba tu ya kwamba Miguna apewe nafasi akuje Kenya, manake ni mkaaji wa Kenya, amekuwa akikaa Kenya, ya kwamba apewe nafasi kwanza, alafu akuje wakae wazungumze na upande wa opposition na upande wa Jubilee, wote waelewane pamoja.
As long as there's no politics into it, Miguna should be given a chance. And I think it's the mandate of Nairobi Governor to nominate his deputy. So as long as they put their heads together and work for the benefit of Nairobians, I don't see any problem to that.
Miguna na Sonko hawezi fanya ofisi moja. Miguna is a giant, Sonko is a giant. How will these two people work? As if unaleta nyani wawili wakae mahali pamoja, wataelewana. Na fali wawili hawezi kazi zini moja. So Miguna will not allow corruption. Sonko is complaining about corruption.
Miguna, they said he is not a Kenyan. Yeah? He cancelled his Kenyan citizenship. He is a Canadian. How can a Canadian become our deputy governor? That's a very big joke for the first time.
Well, there you have it. Mixed reactions from a cross-section of residents of Nairobi County as to whether that duo of Governor Mike Sonko and possibly Deputy Governor Miguna can actually make a big impact in the country. Miguna himself says he has not yet directly been contacted by Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko. He sent out this tweet earlier saying that Mr. Mike Sonko and I have not spoken, met, or communicated since our gubernatorial debate in July 2017. I will not comment on malicious information, material, and cheap propaganda circulating on social media. That was a statement sent out by Miguna through his Twitter handle. As it is, he's a man still not persona non grata here in the country. He was supposed to return on the 16th of May. He postponed that because the Immigration Department had not yet given indication that he would be given back his Kenyan passport. And perhaps the quagmire surrounding that particular situation made even more complicated by this particular nomination that the Nairobi County Assembly already is rejecting. Through the majority whip at the Nairobi County County Assembly rather. They say that they would shoot down that nomination as soon as Miguna was to accept it. Beatrice Elachi, the Nairobi County Speaker, as well also saying that the communication for that nomination was not done through the proper channel, rejecting that particular document, saying that the right channel needed to be taken, to be followed if indeed that nomination was to be taken seriously. So a very interesting situation, even as many of the issues that residents raise say that they need sorted out as soon as possible. More than 6 months since the general election in which Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko was voted unanimously by the residents of this particular county, and the man who came a distant fourth possibly might be now the deputy governor of the capital.
Thank you, Timothy, for that. Of course, it's interesting times for the county of Nairobi and by extension, the Jubilee Party. Jubilee is already on record having said that by nominating Miguna, Sonko is trying to divert attention from questions about his performance. And we did ask you earlier if the Jubilee Party is justified to consider impeaching Governor Sonko. And let me get the percentages shortly. 40% of you say yes, and 60% of you said no. Unfortunately, we couldn't get time to go through some of your feedback there. But a quick one from the Jubilee Deputy Leader Murathe, who said that plans to impeach Sonko will not be derailed by his quote-unquote tantrums. The impeachment will proceed. Quite an interesting time for the county of Nairobi, the most populous county in Kenya. That brings us to the end of our program this morning. Many thanks for watching. It's exactly 51 minutes past the hour. Actually, it's just 9 minutes to 11 a.m. And I can see my colleague Lofty Matambo ready to join to give you all the latest on the developing stories with Leo Mashinani. Stay with us. He will be coming up next. Bye-bye for now.